The Department of Administration asked for an independent actuary from the Hay Group to look into the effects of Bill 513. The measure would change the way that health insurance is procured. Senator Ben Pangilinan has said that it was introduced because of the numerous procurement protests against the current contract held by Calvo Select Care. Instead of awarding the contract to just one company, Bill 513 would allow for multiple companies to provide health insurance to GovGuam employees as long as the companies are pre-qualified. The idea is to prevent procurement protests, spark competition, and keep the cost of health care down. However, the governor's director of communications, Troy Torres, says that according to the Hay Group, it won't keep costs down.
Because the legislature has been, the majority has been saying that this bill will keep costs down, but the information we have from the independent actuary is saying that's not possible. It's completely unrealistic, and that costs for retirees especially and for active employees will go up because of this bill, if this bill is implemented.
Torres says that the measure is under review by Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio rather than Governor Eddie Calvo in order to alleviate any conflict of interest because the current healthcare provider is Calvo Select Care. Torres says that the deadline to take action on the measure is this Friday. Although no decision has been made yet, it appears as if the administration is leaning towards vetoing the bill.
DOA has previously sent in testimony opposed to the bill for a number of reasons, including the circumvention of the procurement process, including pointing out that a previous actuary has said that this sort of process won't work.
And there are other concerns that the administration has. For example, the opinion put out by the Attorney General's office. The AG's office sent a letter to the legislature saying that, quote, the legal ramifications if the government of Guam tried to implement the provisions of Bill 513 while there is a pending procurement appeal and stay are uncertain at this time. They also note that the federal HIPAA law requires the extension of health care coverage under Calvo Select Care while the contract is under protest. If the protests are resolved and if a new contract is awarded, this health coverage can't be terminated without 60 days' notice. The AG's opinion also says that if there were no ongoing protests, the bill, quote, could be implemented subject to the 60-day termination clause of the extension agreements, end quote.
I think what would concern the Lieutenant Governor the most is the increase in costs for retirees and active employees.